Assalamu alaikum Nazreen, your host and friend Jamal Khwaja here with another episode of Let's Talk Real Estate. Today I'm going to start with something very important. I was thinking about it. I met somebody who told me it's not a good thing, but he told me that he's been renting a two-bedroom condo for almost 22 years. And he was like explaining me that for 22 years he's been living on the same condominium and he's paying $2,000 a month. So I roughly calculated that he's paying $2,000 a month into 12 and into 10 years, just 10 years. He have given the landlord $240,000. In 20 years, he have given $480,000, much more than what that condominium is worth. So I really want you all to understand, when you make a rent payment, you're making somebody else's mortgage payment. Forget about that house price will go up, what will happen. Just simply, you living on a rental property, giving the rent, you're throwing that into a trash can. But if you are making a mortgage payment, even 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, a substantial amount of money goes towards your principal. I do understand the amortization table works such a way that first few years, I think 7 years, you pay high interest and very small amount of principal. But in a long term, 15, 20 years, you're almost making more payment towards the principal. So here, I really want you to think about it. Owning your own property, especially when government is helping you and allowing you to buy with as low as 3.5% down payment, as low as 640 FICO score, and as low as 2.5% interest rate. If you're not buying a home, you're making a mistake. So I want you, my telephone number, my email address is coming right here. Call me, pick up the phone. If you have any reservation, because of that reason you think I'm not buying because I have this problem, I want you to talk to me. Call me. I want to understand that what's holding you back not to buy a property. I'm amazed that somebody would rent a property, throw his money away, where he could be putting the money towards his principal. So with that, please keep this in mind, and especially first-time home buyers, call me, I'll help you, I'll send you the list. Whatever you need, whatever kind of a help you need, I'm here for that. Like to take some questions today, and a viewer has asked me a question. He says, Jamal, I want to flip properties. Great, I like that. And he wants to know what is the good area or what should I do about it. So I'll give you my opinion. As we all know, home prices have gone up. But it doesn't mean that it does not have any opportunity here. You still have a lot of opportunity. And simply I'll explain you. If you buy a home which you could increase the square footage, you will still make tons of money. And I'll give you an example. Suppose you buy a house which is somewhere around $425 a square foot. You buy that house and you add 50% of the square footage. Say you bought it for 1,100 square foot and you added 1,000 square foot to it. Now to add 1,000 square foot, you will be spending maximum $200 a square foot. But guess what? Once it's ready, you can sell it for minimum 425 square foot. That itself gives you $225 a square foot. You could make money. So yes, it's a great idea. You should do it. If you need help with anything, if you want me to send you some listings, you can go simply to jfkrealty.com and you can send your details. I can send you some listings. You want me to do one-to-one with you and discuss a particular property, I'll be more than happy to do that. So pick up a phone and call me. We'll start talking about it. But for the other viewers as well, that if you are thinking of investing, it's a great way to look at it. You buy a property for $425 and you add square footage to it with as minimum as $200 a square foot, there's ton of money to be made. So great question. Thank you very much. Uh, yes, I will give you some information about market, especially where interest rates are concerned. We do see it last week because of instability of stock market, bond prices. I'm seeing interest rate going up slightly. Not to be anything of alarming, but still, if you have not refinanced your home or you were thinking about it, it's about time. Just do it. And especially for the buyers, if you are thinking of buying it, buy it now while the interest rates are low. You don't want interest rates to start climbing up. Yes, maybe it will bring a little bit home prices a little bit down, but paying higher interest rate, you lose out more on it. I'm sure you have seen my episode. I have talked about it that if your interest rate is higher by 0.25% or even the house price is higher by 50,000, you're better off to pay 50,000 more and have 0.25% less in your interest. So, but anyway, thank you very much. Hope this gives you some information. I wanted to share on jfkrealty.com. If you go to the search, we have a special criteria over there which call foreclosure homes. And when you go to foreclosure homes, there are many things over there. You can find HUD homes. You can find foreclosure home. You can find REOs, bank-owned property. More information is there, and you can customize the city, number of beds, what kind of a price. So I will encourage you all to please visit jfkrealty.com and look at the search property. But once again, if you have something particular in your mind, you can call me. I can set up a system where every day, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, you will get fresh homes what have listed in those areas. So please call me for that. And I have another question, and very interesting question. He says, my loan is almost 600,000, but my income has gone down. Due to COVID, my income has gone down. How do I refinance? So yes, it's not only you. Many people have lost that income what we used to get before COVID, but there are options out there. Now, it will be very difficult for me to explain you. What I need you to do is send me your tax return, send me your 1 month of pay stub, and send me your mortgage coupon. Having these three things, I can calculate and see what kind of a income you'd need to qualify for refinance. And especially if you can save 0.5% of interest on your interest payment, that's a big amount. So I really want you to send those to me so I can help you out. But again, this brings it to another opportunity. You know, a lot of people are not seeing or waiting that the interest rate might go further down. I hope so, but the way the market is moving, I don't see that interest rate going anything lower than where we are. So don't wait for a long time. Pick up a phone, call me, my number, my telephone number, my email address is there. I'll be more than happy to refinance. And again, once again, I'll bring back to that topic that if you have not purchased your primary residence, this is the time. You must think about it seriously and look at the opportunity. 3.5% down payment, even if you're buying a $600,000 property, you just need $25,000, $30,000 to do this whole process. And rather than making rent payment, you can make your own mortgage payment. And that gives you so many advantages, especially all the interest payment is deductible. The property tax is deductible. And then whatever the value goes up, that's your money, that's your equity. So with that, I have to finish my episode here. But thank you very much for sending me all those questions. Keep on watching. Let's talk real estate.